I was asked to be a guest speaker at the Tennessee Funeral Directors Association's annual convention. Their president, Taylor Moore, he was very concerned about what the embalmers are seeing. So I went down and I briefed those embalmers that were at that conference, and I have captured on video footage 18 of 28 embalmers that were in the room with their hands raised, saying they're still seeing the white fibrous clots, these nasty things, in the first half of 2025. Yeah. So we have visual proof of this, and that the embalmers, they're scared, Dave, because they've never seen this phenomenon.
Would you drop that again on his head? Okay. Don, are you there?
What? Yes.
Are you listening?
It looks like I must be the highest level spectator you have in this show. So.
Oh, really? Bill?
What does that mean?
Really? What does that mean exactly?
Well, I'm getting to watch a lot. Hey, so that he is absolutely correct. I mean, you see these YouTube videos out there by just regular, normal, everyday, ordinary, average funeral directors, and you know, if it's a big conspiracy, then well, they sure got a lot of people together to promote that conspiracy. Yeah. So it's an extremely high concern. I think on the Donald Trump side of it, I guess he gets to take the blame for being the guy who initiated it. So maybe from that perspective, it's kind of hard for him to back off of it. I think where I take umbrage is that how quickly we gave Moderna and Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson immunity from being sued over this thing, which just turned us all into a bunch of guinea pigs for him.
Well, I would agree with him that Donald Trump was being lied to by people like Fauci and the Wuhan thing and WHO, and I would agree with that. But you know, and maybe he shouldn't have done what he did, but I think he's excusable. But after that, finding out that what these guys were doing and how many people were suddenly dying suddenly, that you know, and then Pfizer and places like that, they wouldn't disclose anything for 75 years, and they finally got that taken away from them. Remember that? How did that happen?
You know, Don's right, by the way. There's still a lot of work to do. You know, we need to get Congress to, first of all, take these jabs off the shelves. We need to then also take away Big Pharma's ability, their immunity from liability. Like any other product in America, they should be able to be sued if their product hurts somebody. We should also take away their ability to advertise on TV. Only 2 countries around the world let pharma advertise on TV, and we're one of them. We should also address the vaccine injured issue. Those people have been thrown by the wayside. Remember, they were loyal. They took the vaccine.
Yeah.
We should prosecute criminally people like Fauci, Birx, Walensky, people that we know lied to us, that told us the shots were safe and effective when they knew neither was true. You know, we never did really get a formal apology to Americans to say we were wrong to mandate these jabs on you.
I would like to know how many in Congress actually took the shot.
We all want to know that.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be an investigation into that too.
Because they exempted themselves. They didn't have to take the shot if they didn't want to. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I want to know it.
Yeah, I think they also exempted postal workers too. I don't think postal workers were forced to take the jabs. But Bill knows that the military was.
The military was ordered to do it.
And the National Guard.
And there was a lot of death involved, death and disease, especially amongst pregnant women in the military. They had a lot of babies die inside them because of these shots. Am I wrong?
Yeah, the DMED data was all, and that got changed by the DOD after it was discovered that they had a tremendous rise starting in 2021 of, like you say, miscarriages amongst the women, nerve damage, heart attacks, strokes. And like Bill says, these are people in their 20s and 30s, young, healthy troops.
Yeah, athletic, healthy people.
Yeah, turbo cancers in a 20 or 30-year-old. It's crazy.
I never took it. There was a lot of pressure. And my career really took a serious hit, but I wouldn't do it. I didn't think it was right.
Smart move.
And I thought that there were a lot of people who were looking to me to stand up to it too, right? So if I capitulated, so I never did.
Yeah.
But what they did to the American soldiers, I'll never forget what they did to the American soldiers.
And you shouldn't. Yeah.
Well,
exit is offered to let them come back, but very few have actually come back because they don't want to come back and work with people that threw them under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, the number I heard at the time, and hopefully you can confirm this, was that there was a 300% increase in miscarriages among military women.
That's
and
right.
That sounds about right, based on Tom Renz's and Lieutenant Colonel Teresa Long's data.
Yeah. And so the other point that I think we should make is that don't forget that right after the warp speed stuff, or at least during it, Donald Trump came out and talked about hydroxychloroquine. They all made fun of him.
That's right.
And I am living proof that ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine, I ended up with the Delta version, and my wife and I were just terribly sick. And had it not been for hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin, then I probably wouldn't be here today. And that's not hyperbole, because a close relative of mine who caught Delta the same time I did, he had got the vaccination, and then when he got really sick, he went to the hospital, and 2 weeks later he was dead. And
Wow.
and I blame Fauci, and I blame all of them for his death.
Yeah.
All
right, we're coming down to 1 minute closing arguments, because it's 4 minutes before I gotta go. Bill,
it's obviously a big issue to me that we were talking about. I think that I would like an apology. I would like that they acknowledge what they did was wrong, morally wrong, scientifically wrong, medically wrong. They messed a lot of people up. I would also like us people like me and Don, to remember what happened, and us be committed to making sure stuff like that never happens again to the American people.
Okay, Don.
I agree 100%. A step or two in the right direction there is what we just accomplished today in the Capitol, and will come on the floor, and that's initiative petition reform and a redistricting map, which theoretically will give us 7 Republicans and from Missouri.
Good. Okay, Tom.
I've in the last month have had phone conversations with both Dr. Robert Malone, who's part of the CDC's ACIP committee, and also with Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, who's the director of the NIH. So they're both aware of the white fibrous clot issue. And I told them this is a perfect example of something that a U.S. citizen had to do because the CDC, FDA, and NIH refused to do their jobs.
Okay. Other than Dave Weinbaum Show, where can people find you, Tom?
My wonderful assistant, Miss Laura Kasner, runs a free Substack that we call Clotastrophe at Laura, Laura, Kasner, KASNER.substack.com. And
Bill Hardwick, where can they find you?
We're on Facebook, and we're on BillHardwick.com. So.
And Don Mayhew.
I'm not that fancy. I'm on Facebook. Of course, I don't know much how to use it, but yeah, you can always get in touch with me also through the Capitol office for official things.
Okay, so what's the name for you guys that you're both running for a Senate seat? Do you have that memorized yet? The Bruise Brothers. All right, they failed to bruise each other, and that you don't see that. So, anyways, thank you so much, Tom Mayhew and Bill
Hardwick.
What's your name? And Lisa and JP.
That's
everybody.
That's Hardwick spelled Mayhew.
God bless all of you, and stay away from the mRNA.
WebYam on my computer. It's WebYam. I didn't know you were WebYam. Okay, listen. We got a minute to go. Thank you so much. Thank my audience, and it was a great show, I thought. And do you have any other comments? Because I don't think I got enough time. But I don't think so. But I really enjoyed this, and it's so nice to see 3-4 heroes on this show that have shown their vigilance to help us and to do the right things despite all the pressure and all the threats and all the lies. and there's been tons of it. And Congress, we're coming for you, and we're coming for those that have been associated with killing people. That's all there is. Killing people for money is what's going on here, because you know what you're talking about, and you're lying about it, and we're not going to take it anymore.